So do y'all use Waves plugins in your beats and stuff? I'm curious to know. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to show you guys my top 10 favorite Waves plugins to use on my beats. Let's get into it. In terms of volume, I'm going to start off with the L1. I'm going to put this on the master, and I use this a heck of a lot. I'm going to show you my second plugin. We're going to be adding effects on the left-hand side on the drums bus. Going to reach for F6. And here's where I could just do some surgery EQ stuff. So I'm going to start with rolling off this low end. Now, the second thing I'm going to add is going to the next plugin. Definitely going to go to the SSL Comp. After that, I'm going to go to the next joint, which is Smack Attack. Yeah. Woo. I kept everything in its stock position, but you guys can clearly hear like what it's doing. Let me exaggerate it. All right. On the subject of Smack Attack, I'm going to put some on the kick as well, just to make the kick smack a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so at number 5, I got the CLA-2A. This is my favorite. I use this on vocals, drums, just about anything. So what I'm going to do right now is group all of the keys stuff together. So the piano and the Rhodes. So I'm going to do a track stack for that. Name this keys. Then we're going to put some CLA-2A. So all I need is about like -3 gain reduction on this. Okay, so what I typically like to do after having that compression is I actually like to use this crazy plugin. It's called Widening, and it's literally a stereo width tool / multiband / borderline compressor. It's kind of crazy. So let's pull up Widening. We have some options here to spread out the piano within these bands that's selected. So what I typically like to do with piano is I like to find that upper mid-range and mid-range. All right, let's solo it. Yeah. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. So you can feel the air of the keys a lot more. Now, if you wanted to spread out the piano even more, you have that option down here. I'm going to leave it as is for this video, but you have that option to spread it out. This is also dope for including in your mastering chain, and we're going to use this on this 808. And on this, we're going to use the widening tools to put everything in the center, all of the frequency bands in the center. Now, you could do some creative stuff by widening the higher bands, but for this video, we're just going to put everything in the center. And so I'm going to turn up some of this 500 to 250 range. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. So I like to do things on the subtle side because the subtle stuff makes a huge difference, but I'm going to go ahead and just bump everything up so you can hear how it sounds. So this is where the iPhone is kind of resonating at. iPhone, laptop, speakers is all in that range. So I tend to bump this range right in here. And if I just have to have more sub, I can bump the sub low end too. All right, let's put that in with the track. All right, so for number 6, I'm definitely going to give it to the Puig Tech, Pull Tech, however you say it. Let me know in the comments how you're supposed to say it. And I actually like to use this on vocals. So we're going to bump this up maybe about to 10 kilohertz or so. And then let's boost this up quite a bit so you can hear what it sounds like. So I'll probably use it more subtle, something like this. All right, let's bump this back up again. Turn it off. Put it back on. I love to use this on vocals because it really brings out that air and presence. All right, so let's blend this into the track now. Now, let's just add some body just for the sake of this video so you can hear what this lower end sounds like. So I'm going to leave this at 100 hertz. I really wouldn't do this in a real setting because I don't need my vocals this low. But I want you to hear how the EQ warms them up. Turn it off. Turn it on. So it just brings that lower end, that lower harmony. It just kind of brings it up to your face. All right, my next go-to is the H series. So the H delay and the H-Reverb. So let's talk about both of those. I want to lump those into one. So on the vocal shout, it already has the H-Reverb on it. It just consumes the whole mix. I use this on my snaps. I use this on my vocal chops. Even my vocals on the bus, this is one of my all-time favorite reverbs for sure. And so I'm going to pull up some H delay. So you can use your filters. You can link these. And you have your modulation rate, which is crazy, and the depth. Put it on lo-fi mode. Okay, the next one I'm gonna have to give it to the SSL G-Channel. I use this on live drums and virtual drums, but let's pull it up. And here's where things get crazy. You have all kinds of functions. You get your filters, your dynamics, your gate and expansion. Then you just have your regular EQ that you can put in and bypass. And then you have your, of course, your low frequencies, mid frequencies, and all of that. Then you have your flip to phase and then your input output. So you get, it's a fully loaded SSL channel strip. So let's say I want to get some more of that beater. We'll turn this dial over here to about like that 1 kilohertz area. Boom. And that beater is right in front of your face now. You can turn this off. Back on. Yeah. You're getting the air of the kick drum now. Let's put it in with the track. Turn it off. Turn it back on. So this thing can do a lot. Now, all I did was just bumped up 1K, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go through the entire plugin. If you guys want a full-length video on just the SSL, just let me know in the comments and I'll break this one down. Okay, so for number 10, this is going to be kind of hard. I'm not going to hold you. This is tough. There's a lot to choose from. I'm going to give number 10 to C4, and I love to use this on my vocals. I love to use this on the mastering chain. So for this case, we're going to put it on the whole mix. We're going to use it as multi-band mastering. So you can solo each band. Set the bands. All right, now we're going to start compressing. So let's just bring the threshold down to all the bands. So now you can raise the different bands. Now we can raise up that mid-range now. Bump up the low mids a little bit. And then this is how you can get some controlled air. Now this is very extreme, but I want to give you this for the video. So we can kind of slam the high band. All right, and then we could increase it and bring some air to the whole track, but controlled air. Turn it off. Put it back. So if you use Waves plugins, let me know which ones that you use in the comments. And I have 2 videos fired up for you of how I use Wave plugins on drums and on vocals.